Hello and welcome to the photography show and the video show official preview show. I'm David, and for one final time I'm here to help you mark your card ahead of this year's Festival of Photography at the NEC in Birmingham on the 17th, 18th and 20th of September. And we have a bumper show coming up today. We'll be hearing from Canon, from Manfrotto, from Joby. Event director Ruth will be joining us, and we'll meet 5 more top-notch creatives in our speaker showcase. Now, in case you haven't watched our first 2 preview shows, a reminder that, out of respect for the late Queen Elizabeth II, the photography show will not be open on Monday the 19th of September. The show will, however, reopen as usual on Tuesday the 20th. Entry tickets can be used on any day of the show, and the Superstage and Pro Masterclass sessions scheduled for the Monday have been moved to the Tuesday. So let's hear from the first of our guests today. If anyone can tell us what Canon is bringing to the photography show this year, Medya Metal can. Hello Medya, really good to speak to you. We're almost there again, photography show very close indeed. 12 months it's been since we all congregated in Birmingham last time. That's a long time in anyone's book. So what's Canon been up to and what is it bringing to this year's show?
True, 12 months in product actually life is a very long time. And since the photography show last year, we've launched a number of products. I mean, even previously, the R3, for example, is a camera, very exciting camera that we launched just before the photography show. So there are still people that probably haven't had the chance to pick up the camera and have a play or even test it. On the still side, most recent launch, which is significant for us when it comes to the EOS R system, is the addition of 2 APS-C EOS R system cameras with the introduction of the R7 and the R10. 2 RFS lenses as well, 1845 and 18-150. They're fairly compact, light, and affordable cameras, but they're packed up with professional features from our full frame range, including the R3, especially with the autofocus. So looking forward to those who are interested in coming to the show to try them. We'll have hopefully enough cameras for everyone to try. We also launched a couple of other RF lenses just more recently in July. I think one significant probably lens that has been added to the EOS R system and the RF lens range is the introduction of our stereoscopic dual fisheye lens. This basically makes it a lot easier to make and produce 3D 180 VR. We would have that lens at the photography show for those interested. Okay. A couple of big super tellies for those sports photographers, the RF 1200mm and the RF 800mm. Both lenses will be at the show as well, alongside the 400 and the RF 600 as well. And on the video side, not to forget about the R5C that we launched in January this year. And that's a true hybrid, giving that R5 performance on the still side, but a completely different menu, similar to our Cinema EOS cameras, and packed with amazing video features with the 8K recording, 4K 120 and many more. So plenty of products for everyone to have a look at. We'll also have obviously our printers, from the compact printers that you most likely use at home to the A1, A2 or A0 professional printers that you can use in the studio. You can test them, and we'll have enough product specialists. They'll be able to answer any questions you have.
A busy stand at the photography show as always. And of course, it's not just about the cameras and the lenses. You mentioned the printers as well, but you like to try and inspire as many visitors to your stand as possible. What have you got to inspire photography and video show visitors this year, Medya?
So in terms of those looking for inspiration, we have inspirational talks. So as those who've been to the photography show and video show before, we have the big stage, which is our live stage, where we have an exciting speaker lineup that will be basically delivering inspirational talks, some experiences. We have even filmmakers as well. Roxy Furman, who's a biologist and filmmaker, will be talking about her experience and how she uses the wildlife filmmaking. We also have, there will be like a panel discussion with the guest speakers that we have, hosted by our ambassador, Clive Booth. We also have the smaller educational stage, or what we call the bite-sized stage, where we're going to have talks more for education. So those with an EOS system camera looking to learn how to use it, not sure about a particular feature, then there will be talks to cover how to set up your EOS system cameras from the R10 up to the R3. And even on the video side, we have Elisa and Akane will be covering or talking about the R5C, C70, how she decides which camera to use for the job. And we also have a live shooting stage. This year is a wedding theme, so our Canon ambassador, Sanjay, will be given advice in terms of how to, for those interested or want to get into wedding photography, great advice in terms of how to pose, framing, and other advice in terms of lighting, using single lighting, multiple lighting options. And for the printing side as well, there is what we call the Canon Image Garden. This is basically stand with Future, but we sponsoring that stand. The theme is about love, to link it to weddings, and there is a link on the photography show website for people to share their images. Depending on the image, they can be displayed in this image garden, and those who basically entered their images can be in with a chance to win professional printed as well.
Lots to love about that, by the sounds of it. Media, so good to chat to you. What's not to love? Exactly. Listen, really good to chat with you. Really enjoyed hearing what you're going to be bringing to the show, and look forward to seeing you there and sharing some more of that love. For now, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, Media. In our final catch-up with Photography Show event director Ruth Focard, I wanted to find out more about the amazing Superstage speakers who will be sharing their stories at the show. One of the things that I love about the Photography Show, of course, there's so many new bits of kit, and all of the brands bring along their latest cameras, latest lenses, latest supports, and I love getting my hands dirty with all of that stuff. But the other side of that, because obviously it's called the Photography Show, not the Camera Show, it's the inspiration. Tell us a bit about what inspiration you've brought to this year's show.
Yeah, as you say, we feel that's a really important part of the show, to really bring that inspiration and in a number of different areas as well. So yeah, we've got 7 great Superstage speakers lined up. Firstly, there's Chase Jarvis, who is an amazing creative entrepreneur. I mean, you cannot fail to be inspired by that guy. So
I think I spoke, I know that I spoke with Chase. We did a fireside chat for an hour or so back in 2020, I think, when it was the virtual photography show. And you're right, he is a force of nature, and I really look forward to meeting him in person, because that energy certainly even came through down the line there.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've been talking to him since 2019 on and off about about getting him to the show. So it's amazing that we're finally getting him over to the UK, which is brilliant. So next up is Colin Pryor, who's coming courtesy of Sigma. Incredible, renowned landscape photographer. Yeah. I mean, he is known for his mountainscapes and all sorts. So just an amazing wealth of experience that he's got there in that area. So he will be amazing. So he's following Chase on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday we've got the incredible Christina Mittermeier, who is a natural world photographer and conservation photographer. She's also a marine biologist. I think she spends most of her time living on a boat. So yeah, really excited to have her come across to the show, and yeah, can't wait to see what she has to say. And then we've got Jack Harris, who he started off on YouTube as Jack's Gap years ago,
Yes.
sort of following his gap year exploits. And he's now a filmmaker, documentary maker, still huge on YouTube, and uses his platform to campaign about the climate effectively. So he's, and he went to COP26. He interviewed Barack Obama, and he's met with David Attenborough and all sorts. So yeah, a fascinating guy. So I'm really excited to see his session too. Monday, we've got Roberto Valenzuela, superstar wedding photographer and portrait photographer, I should say. He does both, but I'm hoping he will be such an inspiration to existing and budding wedding photographers and lots of other people. He talks about how to break out of the average and get into greatness, so in your business. So he's a really fascinating guy, absolutely lovely guy as well, very generous with his time, and and then also on the Monday we've got Kaylee Greer, who is an incredible dog photographer. I mean, I'm sure she photographs other species too, but she's an amazing dog photographer. Her work is so distinctive, and she had her own Nat Geo TV program recently called, I think it was called Paparazzi.
Really?
Yeah, and she is just a bundle of energy. Like she is so enthusiastic about what she does and about the industry as a whole. So she's just a total inspiration. Yeah, we were very excited to see her. You won't miss her. She's got bright red hair. So, and then on the Tuesday we've got Christina Ebenezer, who is an incredible fashion and portrait photographer. Amazing, really. Foremost, one of the foremost kind of emerging talents in London on that scene. Her work is just full of colour and warmth, and I mean you've probably seen it, grace the magazine covers and so on. But yeah, can't wait to hear from her as well. Should be a really good session.
A busy, a packed, a varied superstage lineup, but of course the inspiration doesn't just stop at the superstage, it's spread out across all of the show, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Of course, we've got all our other stages as well, Photo Live, Behind the Lens, On Location, all of those, and the video stages too, studio and so on. But then our exhibitors bring some incredible content to the show. So Canon have their stages at the show. They're going to have an amazing lineup. And the Nikon School as well is always absolutely packed full of brilliant content. Fujifilm always brings some really great displays, and talks too, and I know that Sony have worked very hard on their lineup at the show as well of on-stand talks. So yeah, and I'm sure there's tons that I haven't mentioned as well all around the show, demos and talks or different exhibitor stands. So yeah, lots to see.
A tip to those who are visiting the show: as much as it's great to browse, take a look at the schedule, go online, take a look at the schedule, make a mark in those sessions that you're really keen to attend to make sure that you don't miss them.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go on the mobile site as well. You can go and you can favourite sessions and add your own little schedule. So yeah, plan your day, see who's on when, who you want to see, and work around that too. So yeah.
Ruth, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us on the preview shows, and look forward to being inspired in Birmingham.
Thanks very much, David.
As Ruth said, pop over to photographyshow.com on your mobile to create your custom schedule for the day and make sure you don't miss a thing. And we'll be hearing from some of those speakers in our speaker showcase shortly. But first, let's catch up with an ever popular exhibitor from the show who's always been on hand with some support. It's Davide from Manfrotto. Tell us what is new with Manfrotto and what it is you're bringing to the Photography and the Video Show 2022.
Hi, David. Thank you. Yeah, for the first time ever, with the Move ecosystem, Manfrotto launched not a single product, but an entire ecosystem based on compact system camera usage and market. The last year show how the compact system camera market has grown. For the first time ever, the CSC has exceeded the DSLR market, and thanks to the latest camera feature, more video-oriented, the user are no longer just a photographer, but more and more also a videographer. In general, we can say that there is an hybrid user. Talking with the user, observe them during the shooting, more and more we see how the user must create a new support configuration in order to improve their creativity and find out every time new shots. Their daily shooting equipment appear extremely heterogeneous, not only traditional support like a tripod and video head, but also stabilizer and motion control. And here we are with Manfrotto. As you know, with Manfrotto, we are a market leader with the traditional support, but we have also a very good proposal in the motion control trays and in the stabilizers. And here we come in order to be the solution provider for these users. With the Manfrotto Move ecosystem, we are going to propose a list of products, traditional support, motion control, and stabilizer that can work together in order to create, to offer the better kit to improve the creativity of our user. At the base of the ecosystem, the customer will find the Move, the new quick release system that is the core of our ecosystem. It's the new accessory designed to transfer a fluid head, a motion controller, or a stabilizer on different platforms in order to change every time the kit configuration during the shoots. The Manfrotto Move Quick Release System has been designed to help the kit creation. It's a completely new product. It's really innovative, and I have here this one with me. As you can see, it's a really compact quick release. It's capable of taking a payload up to 20 kilos, so it's capable of working with it's capable of working with a heavy video camera, but it's capable also to take the compact system camera. It's suitable to work, of course, with the entire Manfrotto portfolio, but it's compatible also to work with the other product. So the customer is offer so completely versatile in terms of use. With Manfrotto Move ecosystem, we launched not only this product, but we launched also a new gimbal. A couple of years ago, Manfrotto approached the gimbal market with let me say, standard gimbals, two standard stabilizers. This year, we come with a new completely stabilizer, the Manfrotto modular gimbal, where at the base of this innovative product, there is the modularity. Why the modularity? Because the modularity had to be the key to be compatible in the ecosystem and to be the key to create the key configuration between the traditional support and the stabilizers. Not only gimbal and quick release system, but we improve the portfolio, offer also a new accessory for our gimbal. As you know, I think that you know very well, we have in the portfolio the gimbal, an innovative boom to improve the experience of the gimbal users.
And I've always loved that name, by the way, the Gimboom.
This year, we want to improve the experience of our user, launching two accessories. One, to connect the monitor in order to keep every time under control your footage, even if you are full extended the gimbal. And also the innovative to detachable legs in order to switch the gimbal into a tripod. In this way, the user can be dynamic and can create in just a second a super travel tripod. We have a lot of innovative products that we compose our Move ecosystem, and you will find every product in the photography show in our stand.
Hands up, I do use a lot of Manfrotto gear already, but to see some of the new stuff that you've been just teasing with us just there, I am genuinely very excited. Davide, thank you very much indeed for joining us, and I'll see you in Birmingham shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, see you there. Thank you.
Grazie. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
So earlier with Ruth, we were speaking of the inspirational creatives sharing their wisdom at the show. Let's dive in now to our third and final speaker showcase, courtesy of Jess Chandler, Julian Elliott, Catherine Chapman, Stu Wood and Yolanda Kingdon.
Hi, I'm Jess Chandler. I'm an activist in raising both awareness and acceptance for the neurodiverse and disabled community.
Hello, my name is Catherine Chapman. I'm a portrait and self-portrait photographer based near London.
Hi there, my name is Julian Elliott. I'm a professional photographer specialising in both landscape and travel, such as here in the city of Hanoi in Vietnam. I'll be seeing you on the 17th of September at the photography show.
My name's Stuart Wood. I am a macro photographer and YouTube content creator from the UK.
Hi, my name's Yolanda Kingdon. I'm going to be talking at the photography show on the 19th of September, all about beauty photography.
I will be on the creator stage this year talking about what it's like to be an influencer.
On the 17th of September, I'll be at the photography show talking to you about travel photography, how I approach travel photography.
I'll be speaking at the photography show on Monday, talking about the power of photography to help us see ourselves better.
My talk at this year's photography show is called The Macro World, See the Unseen. In this talk, I'll be going through all the gear you need to take stunning shots of insects like this one and like this one. It's at the on location stage on the 19th of September at 10:30.
I'm going to be doing a live demo over on the live stage, working alongside Sony as a creator. I'm going to be bringing along my model and I'm going to be showing you how I photograph beauty images in a really highly detailed way. I really can't wait to show you and answer any questions that you may ask.
The photography show is definitely one of my highlights of the year, and I'm going to really enjoy speaking about life as an influencer from an entirely different perspective and mindset, and I'm really hoping that I might be able to get the chance to meet others who may be alike.
The photography show is a highlight for me. I get to meet people, to engage with people, and meet new people, of course, and to be able to share the work that I do, the work that I love.
I'm really looking forward to the show, geeking out over all the tech and catching up with people I've not spoken to for ages, so look forward to seeing you there.
I'm really looking forward to this year's photography show because it's the first one I've been to since 2019. A lot has changed for me personally and business-wise since 2019, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Yolanda, Jess, Julian, Catherine and Stuart. Now, in video, we know that audio is a huge part of the picture. So let's lean into sound capture for just a moment and hear from our final exhibitor today, Fabio from Joby. Fabio, what can people visiting your stand at the photography and video show this year, what have they got to look forward to?
Well, actually, we are very, very excited to get into the photography show this year. I am actually representing the microphones part of the Joby brand, which is actually pretty new. We have been monitoring the new creators audience quite a lot recently, and there's a lot of video content produced, and we have been realizing that having a lot of accessories to provide to these people, we were missing the audio part, which is actually becoming more and more important for the people to get that community growing and that supporting the monetizing people.
What products have you put together as Joby to try and make the most of the creator opportunity and support that community as best you can?
So we are bringing a lot of new microphones that we launched a couple of months ago and at the beginning of the year, both to cover like the YouTuber and filmmakers, but also the streaming part, which is actually growing quite a lot. The Joby range is the Wavo. It's the family of Wavo products, Wavo microphones. So we launched the Wavo Pro, which is mostly for cameras, mirrorless cameras. But we launched also the Wavo Air, which is our wireless solutions. Everybody loves wireless because it's freedom, it's hands-free stuff. Yeah. You have your love completely hidden, and the result is that you are completely free. For example, if you're cook vlogging or fitness vlogging and all these kind of content creation. And ultimately also the Wavo Pod, which have been designed for streaming and podcasting. It's extremely easy to use. Plug and play with Mac and Windows laptops, and with an included pop filter actually, which gives you already that freedom of from the plosives, so that broadcasting voice comes out. And it's the community really starts to appreciate this effort of providing them something really easy and get the confidence that audio will be done in the proper way.
One of the challenges that you face on a busy show floor like at the NEC in Birmingham is that with audio products, how on earth do you try and give people that experience of, oh, listen, the sound quality is really good. Yeah, well, I've got 8,000 people all chattering around me. I can't necessarily hear that. Is there anything that you can suggest people do or bring or try out just to try and make sure they're getting the most quality when they're at your stand and able to experience your products in the best way?
Yeah, I think there are two topics here that I would like to mention. Joby is our go-to brand for all these community of content creators. If people comes to a stand, we'll see two things. One is the exciting piece of listening to the microphone. So actually you got a very nice point, because audio needs to be experienced to learn about it. And so our stage will be live. So you could actually talk into the microphone. There will be headphones where you can actually hear how the microphone works and what it can deliver. On the other side, what we really love is to create ecosystem of product. So we combine the most meaningful items for each niche of creators in order to provide them the best and easiest working solution to create the content. Let's say you're a fitness guy or fitness lady, and we combine Gorilla Pods, lighting, and mics to get you the best ecosystem of products. So with these two things, you will find the brand Joby experience that will help the creators to grow and monetize more and more.
Listen, Fabio, thank you so much for joining us now. See you in Birmingham.
Thank you very much, guys. We are very excited. We'll be there.
Thank you, Fabio. And of course, a huge thanks to all of our guests today and throughout these preview shows. Do head over to photographyshow.com to pick up your tickets and to plan your day. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in Birmingham this weekend. Bye for now.